All right, so let's talk about why Democrats are the worst. They don't represent the people they claim to. Trust me, folks. They are so utterly tone deaf. For the bulk of the Virginia gubernatorial race, what was the left's number one talking point? It wasn't why they were better or have better policies that are worth a lick. No, it was the whole time. Vote for me or you're going to get racism.
Let's be very clear here. This is all generated by Glenn Youngkin. This is what MS-13, the Republicans used on Governor Northam 4 years ago when he was running. He's ending his campaign on a racist dog whistle, just like he started the campaign. We don't teach critical race theory. It's never been taught in Virginia. This is a made-up racist dog whistle that really Glenn Youngkin has used from day one, and it really sickens me.
I mean, listen to the left's campaign. I mean, they made Youngkin out to be like some card-carrying member of the KKK or something. He's nothing like that. Turns out liberals lie. I mean, weird concept, I know. But this could not be more false. In fact, Terry McAuliffe, he was endorsed by the guy who wore the KKK outfit or blackface. We don't actually know which one was in this picture. But, I mean, take a look at this. McAuliffe, who ran a few years ago, told Ralph Northam to resign, okay? Now he's proudly bragging about his endorsement. Are you kidding me? I mean, not to bury the lead here or anything, but Glenn Youngkin's lieutenant governor, a former Marine, okay? She was a former Marine, Winsome Sears, black woman, awesome. She's actually the first black woman to ever hold statewide office in Virginia, and she will probably be the next likely governor from Virginia. But yeah, Republicans are the racist ones. Yeah, I mean, come on. You cannot make this stuff up. I mean, this is actual coverage while they're waiting for the election results. Look at this, too.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous, that this isn't a party that's just another political party that disagrees with us on tax policy, that at this point, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually leads to the hardcore stuff. It leads to the January 6th stuff.
No, just shut up. Nobody is advocating for racism or soft bigotry or whites. Nobody is. She also said that Youngkin would purge MLK from the schools. I mean, give me a break. You're such a... I just can't with these people. I would love for Winsome Sears to go on Joy Reid's show. I mean, can you imagine that? She just sits down and says, "So, Joy, let's talk about racism and the Lincoln Project that you praised for sending a bunch of minors to dress up as white supremacists outside my campaign headquarters." I just watched Joy Reid sit there and be like, well, I would play that soundbite every Saturday for you guys. I want to see Lieutenant Sears ask Joy Reid what she has ever done in her life to combat this racism that she claims is so rampant in the Republican ranks. Remember this?
And this is a made-up racist dog whistle. He's ending his campaign on a racist dog whistle. And I really hate it because it's a racist dog whistle. It's racist. It's a dog whistle.
Everything is a dog whistle. Just stop it. The only people listening to this garbage is your liberal bubble and people who happen to be stuck in an airport watching this stuff on the mandatory TVs you play in there. You lost because of this exact stuff right here. These liberals are tone deaf, out of touch, Nissan Leaf driving, ivory tower racist liberals. That's what you are. Sorry, not sorry. The only dog whistle I see in Democrats right now is trying to revive racism in America. That's what Democrats represent. The very fact that Democrats even want this CRT, this critical race theory taught in school, which is that's what they call the dog whistle. I mean, if it's that bad, first off, if it doesn't exist, like you say it doesn't exist, then why do you care if we ban it? But if you think that the notion that should be taught in school that if you're white, you're bad, and if you're black, you should have a leg up. No. I want everybody to have an equal shot at everything, and that's what's going to make kids succeed. But critical race theory doesn't teach that. I mean, and parents came out in droves against it. It's the embodiment of this woke dumpster fire sweeping the Democratic Party. James Carville even said it. And he said, this is the Huffington Post. This is not Breitbart or something like that. Sears he said, rips Democrats over election losses. Some need woke detox center. Now, Sears went scorched earth on Democrats in her acceptance speech. Watch this.
There are some who want to divide us, and we must not let that happen. They would like us to believe we are back in 1963 when my father came. We can live where we want. We can eat where we want. We own the water fountains.
This is the Republican Party I am a part of. This is what Republicans stand for. This election was a referendum on calling concerned parents domestic terrorists, $4 trillion, $4 a gallon gas prices, $4 trillion spending plans, inflation, lockdowns, a hatred of American values. It was a referendum on all that. And it was a huge middle finger to the Democrats that have run a campaign of woke junk and just the party of not Trump. That's all they are. Democrats didn't run on a single issue that helped the American public. They didn't. And that got people engaged. Now, folks, I want you to take note and look at this stuff. Look where Virginia is now, all right? Take note of all the things, where they're ranked in crime, education, spending, whatever. Whatever metric is important to you, take note of it right now, today. And the next election, when it comes around, whether you're Republican or Democrat, I want you to ask yourself, are you better off than you were now, today? That should be your litmus test. It's time for everyone to apply this to every election going forward. I mean, if we do, we're going to wipe Democrats off the legislative map for the next 5 centuries because our policies as conservatives are better. Period. Full stop.